focus. Can you go focus that?
I was just gonna say that's not in focus.
Hello, everybody. I'm Randy. That was Ellen. We're soup tie, which means super tired, of course.
Today was a
But
day
we're
of
here.
days. Hi, Beyond Dead. So, in case you're wondering why we're so tired, and it's a good reason. So, I'm not trying to sound complaining. It's a really good reason. Hi, Better Half Reviews. We got back from the Dice Tower retreat on...
Well, we got back on Tuesday, late Tuesday night.
Yeah. Hey, what the heck day is it today?
Today is Monday.
We've been home for a week?
Yes. Almost.
Oh my gosh. Okay. But I'll tell you, I still feel like I'm recovering from that. We had an amazing time, and we played games.
We did.
And we would stay up, I think the first night I stayed up till 1:30. And I was like, wow, I really pushed myself. And the next night it was like 2:30. And by the end of the week, I was staying until 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. And Randy was staying. There was one morning where he comes fumbling into the hotel room at 4:45 in the morning. I'm like, what time is it? Because amazingly, the convention, the board game.
Hey, Chrissy.
I know. So Chrissy was we actually traveled with her to Florida. That was so much fun. And I haven't seen you since. And it's ridiculous. I miss having you right down the hall. It was so cool. So the board gaming stuff was downstairs in the conference center. And then, of course, all the bedrooms are upstairs because it was in the same hotel. So it was so easy to just game until your face was gone and then go upstairs and then
upstairs,
repaint your face back on and go back downstairs. But it was amazing. So I feel bad because we haven't been on for a long time, but we're super low energy, and I'm so sorry. Maybe my spin drift will help me. Nope. Okay. Other things. Why don't you tell people what you played at the Dice Tower? I can't believe it's been a week since we've been home.
Yeah, what did I play? I played a lot of stuff. We played...
Wow.
Excuse me. Hope I'm not making anybody else yawn and be tired.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. And now I'm getting security notifications.
Yeah, so we obviously missed a week or two beforehand too, because leading up we had a bunch of stuff we had to get done with our photography and a couple other things. Mm-hmm. And then we had to get we were recording a couple of preview videos for a couple of games coming. Hey, Joe.
Joe Goods. Hey, Nathan. What's going on?
So we did a preview video for Resurgence that's coming out here soon, which is a new one from Stan Koransky. Which is awesome. And we're doing a preview video for Gartenbau coming from 25th Century Games, which is kind of a cool little garden tile laying game. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, what else?
Okay. First of all, I want to say a couple things.
Pretty much it.
Can you mouse me?
I have about 3 weeks worth of work I have to fit into the rest of this month, which is about 10 days long.
Every 4 years, I see Randy go through this time in his life where he literally does not stop working, and he's so tired that I don't recognize him, and that's what he's... We're fried. Okay, Hold on. I want to say hi to Leon. Leon.
Hello, Leon.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Also, Nathan says, hi, everyone. I missed you. Nathan.
Hello, Nathan. Missed you too.
Missed you too. Joe Guz.
Yes.
I was thinking about when we were playing Meadow, and then Tom sits down and Chrissy gives him the Kringle, and this the whole moment. I think that was the first night we were there.
That was pretty fun.
And it was the best. To me, that whole moment was such a highlight. I absolutely love that. Leon says, time for one of those fancy coffee things, that fancy dancy machine you got. Listen, right. I went upstairs to make myself an espresso because I'm dying right now, but Rain and I were in a meeting.
Out of focus still.
I'm not out of focus.
Yeah, what are you
You're
focusing on?
We both want...
You're out of focus.
I focused on you.
Focus one more time.
Am I out of the wall of rage?
No, see, look, this is in focus.
I can't tell because I've been editing all day for seriously 6 hours, and my eyes are destroyed right now.
Man, we're out of sorts today.
Guys, I'm sorry, we're dumb.
Here, focus here.
Your eyes are lit up like a friggin' necromancer.
That looks better, I think.
It's exactly the same.
My eyes are super blurry.
Did you hear what I said? I said your eyes are lit up like a necromancer. Okay, I went to go make a coffee. We're in this meeting because in 2022, September 16 and 17, day before my birthday, we are going to be doing a first ever Strong Tower gaming convention in Brookfield. And so I'm going to be getting the word out within the next year and asking people to volunteer.
Yeah, so we're on the board of it. So this is the board here. Yes. And we're somewhere at the bottom of the board.
We are bottom of the totem pole.
Just made the board.
And we literally don't help. Well, you made an awesome announcement video, but beyond that, I'm like, I can't really do anything, so...
I've done some of the media.
Nathan says, please tell us what left the biggest impressions from the Dice Tower retreat. I will go first. Awkward guests.
Biggest impression? Or he just said impression in general. I don't even know if that's has to be
I was assuming
I don't even think it has to be a game.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. So what's your favorite game?
Nathan.
All right,
Nathan
fine. What's your favorite
games.
game was?
Okay, so awkward guess. I do not like,
deduction.
I don't love deduction games. I like them, but I'm really bad at them. But this one, it was Clue-esque. With
Clue
a planet.
On maybe steroids.
On steroids. Or something. If you had steroids and you gave it to Clue, that's what it would be like. Who taught us that game? Robert Gessingler.
No, that was Picture Perfect.
I'm totally wrong. I don't know what I'm talking about. That was fun too.
Picture Perfect was really cool. Mo taught us awkward guess.
You're right. Mo was so cool. I miss Mo.
Mo is very cool.
Mo. What a cool guy.
I miss you, Mo.
And then there's one called Aqua Garden that Mike DeLisio taught me, and it's actually not out yet. So he's fancy schmancy. He showed it to everybody. Tom is obsessed.
Dice Tower's fancy like that.
Oh, they totally are. Tom's obsessed with this game called what's the race one? It's really old.
Magical Athlete.
Magical Athlete. You guys, Tom Vassal played that game.
He played that a half a dozen times.
Every time I looked over, he was playing that dang game, and he was just dying laughing. He just loves it so much. Yeah. New stand game is called Resurgence.
So obviously he's got Endless Winter coming out. So this is a bag building worker placement game. So similar in the line of Endless Winter as far as that goes, but quite a bit different as far as mechanically how everything plays out. So that's a cool one.
Yep. And then let's see here. So we didn't bring the Kringle. It was Chrissy.
Yeah.
And I felt bad because this was something she was very excited to give to Tom. He's obsessed with Kringle. And so Tom stopped everything that he was doing, pulled up a chair next to me, sat down, and starts ripping open this Kringle at the game table in his... So then Jason runs off to get forks and stuff, and Tom was withholding from Jason, and Jason was all mad. It was a little bit of drama there. A little bit of Kringle drama. But I was getting credit on the post of, oh my gosh, Ellen, that was so nice of you to bring the Kringle. And I was like, I'm going to bring it. Chrissy did it. So credit where credit's due. Did you play anything with the Dice Tower guys? We played a ton of stuff with the Dice Tower.
Yeah.
We hung out with Z a lot.
We played a bunch of games with Z.
Yep, that was a lot of fun.
But then we played a game with pretty much everybody from the crew except for Roy. But Roy was doing a lot of really long games, and he was showing off his new game First Light quite often.
Which is getting a lot of...
We just didn't have a chance really to stick a game in with him, but I played with everybody else, I think, for sure.
It definitely did. Aaron DeMaster, get to work.
Aaron, you have a meeting
He's in the meeting that we literally just left. Chrissy played Magical Athlete with Ellen and Tom.
Nathan, what games did you take off your want list and why?
I took 2 games off my dun.
Okay. Are they off your want list because you bought them?
What else did we play? There was really cool stuff.
What else did we play? We played Red Cathedral. We played So Clover. I played some more Micro Macro. I played Meadow.
Yep. Drawing a complete blank, and I'm like...
Played Picture Perfect, which is a new one from Arcane Wonders, which is super good. I played Riverside, which is really cool.
I played My Little Farm Stand.
What's that one hockey game?
Draft
NBA
Stars? Draft.
No,
not
it was
NBA.
NHL.
NHL. It's all the same,
I think it was called Draft Stars. That was pretty interesting. It was like a drafting game.
Yeah.
But it was really done in a really interesting way. That was really cool.
Oh, see, look at that. I knew I was right. Leon sarcastically says, "No, we want your impressions of the Dice Tower staff." Ha ha. Yeah, they're all super nice. Any board that doesn't listen to you isn't worth being. That's right, Nathan. Right. I was like, what board? A board
Joey
game?
Does.
Joga says Aqua Garden is great. It is.
I didn't get to play it, but I believe you're all correct.
In a weird way, Joe, Mr. Guz, does it remind you a little bit of New York Zoo? Or am I bizarre? There were vibes. It was essences. that reminded me of it. Chicago Twilight's in the house, y'all.
In the house? Howdy, y'all. I knew I could be a little late without missing gameplay. That's right, we talk.
You know what? I'm at Slaka. What do you want?
Hi, Kirby's in chat. Hello, John.
Hi, John. Jason appearing like magic was hilarious.
Oh my gosh, it was so funny.
He was genuinely like disappointed that Tom would not let him have that cherry Kringle.
No, I thought he gave him a slice, didn't he? Eventually?
He gave him the raspberry one, but he wouldn't let him cut the cherry one. Isn't that correct? Yeah,
like
he was
that.
saving the other one for later, and Tom was like,
Kay, what's a Kringle? A Kringle, you ask, is a specialty of Wisconsin. Racine Danish Kringle is probably your best place to go, although there are a couple other ones that are good as well, but Racine usually reigns supreme. It is a ring.
It is an oval. Looks like a racetrack.
It's an oval, yeah. And it's a pastry.
Picture down.
It's a flaky, layered butter pastry with frosting on top, but not like it's like a glaze frosting. Yeah. So it's like half glaze, half frosting. Okay,
it's kind of opaque.
And then inside is basically whatever you want. So raspberry, cherry, almond, walnut. There is chocolate. A couple of companies make like a churro one. Some people make an eclair style one. But it's not like jelly donut filling. It's kind of like more.
It's like preserved.
No, it's more like solid. Spread, so it's like you can eat it and it's like stays there, right?
Yeah,
so whatever filling is in there doesn't like leak out. So it's solid enough.
But the layers of flakiness of the dough blows my mind.
It's kind of like a cake consistency layer, like if you saw like a raspberry layer, but it's way better. And
Key to the Kingdom.
It's better than most pies. It's better than many donuts.
You see my eye.
It's better than a lot of sweet things. It's really, really, really good.
It's incredible, and actually one of our tradiciones is, this is so cozy. On Thanksgiving, Randy goes out, or the day before really, and gets Kringle so that on Thanksgiving when we're kind of prepping for meal stuff, which, prepping, I make deviled eggs and a relish tray, all right? I don't cook. We pull out the Kringle and...
Joe Guz, yes, we played Comic Hunters. Yes, that one was really good. That's really hard to find. What was the other one? I played Scout, which was really cool.
Corey Thompson is sending us one.
Yeah. Very
what
nice.
Else?
Very nice of Corey.
Look at Chrissy says Key to the Kingdom. That is
Key to the Kingdom. That was super good.
So the convention was sponsored by Restoration Games. I couldn't think of it for a second.
Yes.
And so
they had Dark Tower there, which we didn't play. Jacobson.
Jacob Jacobson.
No, Justin Jacobson.
Justin Jacobson.
And,
so nice.
He was showing off Dark Tower a lot. I didn't play that one. I'd probably play it maybe at some point, but I'm not like super thrilled. So he was showing that one off, and then Key to the Kingdom, which is a super old game that they re-implemented.
It's fantastic.
It's definitely family weight, kiddish. Not even kiddish. It's family weight. But it was just super fun. It was just entertaining. So I felt, like I was watching everybody's turns. It's dice. It's roll and move, but you have a lot of different options of where you can go.
Side quests.
And then there's quests and things that you can stop on. You can modify everything with these, set of cards. So all these cards have, +1, -1s, all the way up to +1 or +4, -4. And so you can use these different things, and you can acquire new, characters to help you along. There's little events, interactions, and things. And then there's, you got to get 3 different pieces of the key. And there's different areas you can go to do these, key challenges. And it's basically different kinds of, dice rolling. Yeah. So one of them is you have to roll odd, then even, then odd, then even, then odd, then even. Some of them is your cumulative total throughout the entire thing can't be higher than 9. One of them is you have to have exactly 1 on each space, and that was pretty hard. But depending on the powers you have or the characters you have, it can make it easier. So that was all pretty cool.
Also, the board opens up like a book, and there's a whirlpool that your character goes into, and the half of the game folds over, and you're in a different part of the land, the magical land.
Right. So if somebody warps and somebody else is on the board, they basically have to go to the little warp zone. You kind of mess with people a little bit, not in a super bad way or anything, but... The fish pieces rhymed.
Dune House Secrets is removed from my want list because I learned that it's 1 playthrough and it's over. Yeah, I totally agree. The fish pieces are amazing for that game. Or am I bizarre? Do you need to ask?
Yeah, Chrissy will have to bring Jason his own Kringle for sure.
Absolutely. Okay, Nathan, we need to have a chitty chat.
Lord
of the Rings. Journeys of Middle-earth was also removed from my list, even though it is like 45% off right now at Target because Ellen didn't care for it.
Yeah, but Ellen doesn't really like these games at all. Don't base your decision on that. It's really good.
I need to disclaimer this because I felt really bad posting because people are like, this game is epic. Epic.
You know one thing that's missing from it that I'm really disappointed? Is I thought it was gonna have like puzzles and stuff. I know that
somebody mentioned the puzzles after the first thing get awesome, so you will have stuff.
No, I mean like the actual like puzzles, like
exit games.
No, like Mansions of Madness did. There's like actual you have to like do different things. Some of them were somewhat gimmicky or whatever. I thought that was an interesting little extra. I thought that was going to be somehow implemented in that. It doesn't seem like that.
Okay, so the issue is I don't like exploration. Adventure games. But it's Lord of the Rings. We did a trade. I mean, we traded a macro for this. So it's like, yeah, that's a good exchange. So we get it home and like I'm trying to be peppy and play it. And it was kind of a bust. We got into a little tiff about it, right?
Yeah, I guess.
No, what happened was I felt so bad that I didn't love it. And I was like trying to. But I am going to play because our son, Lucas, is going to join us.
I think he'll get a kick out of it.
It's well done. I'm not saying, like, this is so bad. Like, no, I get why people like it. If you love that, try it. I don't.
Y'all going to make that pavlova?
So just don't make me do
it. Yeah, the apron. Oh, we should have brought the apron down. So the whole pack here came with, like, an apron and all sorts of things.
It's hanging up in my kitchen.
Little Kim Joy's Magic Bakery. The game itself is going to be relatively inexpensive. I think it's didn't they say retail like $20 or something like that, or less? $20, I think.
I don't remember.
I don't remember offhand, but it's supposed to be really inexpensive. Super fun game, which we're gonna get to, in a bit-ish.
Ellen hate kills games. It's Fantasy Flight. Nah, that's not. I don't have that much weight. Hey, wonderful humans, says Board Game Dads. Hey, Dads, how are you?
I traveled down with Kirby's. Yes, you did. We traveled down with Chrissy's.
Yeah, that's what happened. Actually, you traveled down with us.
Well, Chrissy started the whole fiasco.
Chrissy was like, I'm going here, and I'm like, I'm joining you. And then I also invited Randy.
Well, because I was going to go to PAX potentially, but that just didn't work out, so.
Nathan, Chrissy's asking you what games made a good impression on you. I'm thinking she's going to say Red Cathedral.
Beat me anything? I don't know.
Oh, I beat you. Oh, what was the game I beat you at?
I don't know.
And it was incredible. Oh, Res Arcana.
That's right.
I beat everybody.
I got hosed on Red Arcana a couple of times. I could not quite. I was like always a turn late for getting the thing I need to really combo my points.
I played an effortless game.
But Ellen did amazingly. She did amazingly.
All right, if I ever get to go to the Dice Tower Retreat, I'm going to just follow Randy around and defeat him at every game he sits down to play.
Let's do it.
Nathan, do it.
I'm happy to be
Your win is my win. The packaging was super cute. Yeah, absolutely. It was very cute. Oh, let's see. Board Game Dads. I was in on that Magical Athlete game, and by in, I mean I won. Wait. Oh, duh. Oh, my gosh, you're that guy. Oh, my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. I don't put faces to names, but I never forget a face.
Well, then there's names, so, like, it's a weird thing, right? So you meet people and you learn their name, but then some people you don't meet, you only know their tag. So, like, what are you supposed to do?
How do I find this?
$20, says Matt. Yes. Honestly, it's a steal at $20. It's a great game. It's Lord of the Rings game played your next week's stream.
Board Game Dads.
With the Lucas? That's an interesting thing.
I miss you guys.
I wonder if Lucas would want to get on that live play. He probably would, wouldn't he?
Sure.
He's not like shy or anything. He'd go like this. Do you want to be on a live play? He'd be like, yeah, I don't know.
Sure. I guess. I'm just going to slump my shoulders like this.
Sure, I guess. I don't know.
He turns into a zombie when he doesn't really
Then he'd smile a little bit and I go, come on, let's just play. He's like, okay.
Jackson asked to be on a game.
Yeah, we'll have to do that too. Can't remember. Is Magic Bakery released yet? No. It's going to be at the end of September, possibly into October, if I remember correctly. They didn't have there he is, October 6th. So they have a more solid date now. Yeah, so it's right around the corner, a couple of weeks.
I honestly can't remember. There was a game I played with Z, and I can't think of the name of it. Yeah, I saw you guys playing a game, but I don't know what it was.
Yeah, Red Cathedral. Excuse me, fun. Hey, Gator Dave.
Gator Dave. We're a little behind on comments.
Bought Red Cathedral myself. It was my Gen Can't. Yeah, that's a great game.
Board Game Dads, don't hold it against me. I don't even remember my kids. I seriously... God gosh, I hate that. But
Not
oh
too
my
late to
gosh,
do your
you were
review of
like
it.
so
That's
fun to hang
true.
out with. You and Steve and Chrissy, when we played that farm game, I did not stop talking that entire game. If I didn't scare you that night, you're amazing. I was literally in his face. I was like, making stupid sounds.
Was it late?
It was late.
Yeah.
I was tired.
I get
so
punchy.
sorry.
I wish I could have been there at Dice Retreat, mostly to challenge randomly to a Seinfeld off.
Oh.
Not a lot. Oh, I did play a couple of games where I made some Seinfeld references, and somebody, we're just kind of playing, I made a Seinfeld reference, and I see one of these. I'm like, did you make a Seinfeld reference?
Did you just
I said Seinfeld.
Kramer? Really?
Yeah, then we made a couple more references and throughout the night. Yes.
That's amazing.
Any bakery that is open is magic to me. That's right. I love bakeries.
That's so cool.
Every new city area that we go to, I try to find a good donut shop.
Yeah. That's what we do.
And then I go, these donuts stink. Or I go, these donuts are great. One of the two.
You say average. I played Imperial Assault, which I heard later is pretty similar to Lord of the Rings Jimmy with the app. I was pretty miserable.
Yeah.
The scenarios were way too long with no mid-game save, and I lost quite a bit.
There is mid-game
Imperial
save for Lord of the Rings.
I don't even care.
Mid-campaign saves. There's all sorts of stuff. The app is pretty good for it.
Hated it.
It's better than... Plus, you can... I know Imperial Assault added like a single-player mode or whatever, but this is like co-op, which is kind of the difference of that.
I don't like when you're like, okay, you have two actions. Move. Click the thing. I encounter something. Can I defeat it? Yes. Move again. It just feels so... Give me a crunchy Euro any day.
Okay.
You know what? Give me Trajan, reskin it with Lord of the Rings, and I will never ask for another game again.
Are ready now.
Hi, Josh
Oh, yes, It's a Wonderful World. That's the other thing we played. Josh Tittle.
And Furnace.
And Furnace. I played Furnace again, which is really good.
Which you decided you liked it, but you were like, you know what? The more I think about it...
I could see that getting so samey.
But
I've played it twice. Super good, super nice, just pure engine building. But there's only like 3 ways of generating points. There's like the oil, the iron. I don't even think you can generate points with coal. Maybe you can. You can,
exchange
right?
money for...
And then there's like the one where you can exchange your upgrade tokens.
Yeah, the little gear.
I don't know.
But it's one of those games that if you want to play something fast and you're familiar with it and it feels good to you, it's a perfect one. Super fast.
The bidding thing, the auction thing that they have, really cool way of doing that. I really like it. It's just one of those things. I think it's just gonna get old pretty quick.
Yeah. Where's Randy's Baker hat?
I should be thinking
just
you.
Took it
That's
off.
right.
You missed.
Yeah, I
missed it.
That's right. So, Kim Joy's Magic Bakery. This is a card drafting.
Oh my! Oh, it's Stingray. That is Alex Marks.
Yeah,
I know that name. Sorry, Board Game Dads.
He's not a fan.
I was so excited for Alex. Why did I say it like that? For Alex to play It's a Wonderful World, and he was like,
didn't like it.
And what was the other card drafting? Oh, it was the NFL.
Yeah.
He was like, he was so disgusted with it. He hated it so much.
That's right.
Also, I had to tell you guys a really quick story.
Cake or pie? I would take cake over pie.
Pie.
But I'd probably take Kringle over either of those.
Ooh.
Unless it's like the best pie against the best Kringle, the best cake against the best Kringle, I'd probably take cake.
Really?
Kringle's like almost always good. Then again, I only get it from the couple of places that I know are amazing. So maybe that's part of it. Yeah,
you don't really go to crap. You're like, you know what? I'm in the mood for Kringle today, but only if it's the crappy kind.
I wonder if I can go find some crappy Kringle.
Really quickly, so Alex Marks, who is Stingray, is from Milwaukee, but he lives in Florida.
Milwaukee.
We had a flight. We found out, oddly,
it's Kringle with a K.
Flight home. Yeah, Kringle with a K. Get it right, Gator Dave, or do not be here. Anyways, the guy 2 seats behind us in the airplane heard us playing a game. And he's a new gamer. He just started getting into gaming like a year ago, and he's like, I'm down the rabbit hole. And he reached out to us and he goes, I know this is weird. I really wanted to come up to you guys and talk to you, but I wanted to like respect your space. But he goes, I heard you talking about board games, and I just started getting into board games. And he's like, so I recognized later that day, or when I got home, I was looking through Instagram just at my board game content, and he's like, I saw your picture. I'm like, those are the people on the plane. He's like, oh my gosh, they got a whole channel. I'm like, oh, whatever. I'm like, you should have said something. Do you
super
know?
interesting, super cool.
It was so awesome.
Yes, Kringle with a Q. Yes, no U though. Yeah, Quick Trip Kringle. You know, I think there are some Quick Trips that carry Racine Danish. So there's that.
I just stared right into that light, and my eyes, they singed.
Yeah, the Kirby's came with. Yeah, we came with Chrissy, and then we flew back with
Alex.
Which we didn't even know until the day of. So we were leaving Tuesday. And we knew that Alex was coming back at some point to Milwaukee because he was going to Summerfest and things in the area. And then did he contact us and say, hey...
he's like, just on a whim, when is your flight? Are you guys still in town? Because I think you said you were staying an extra day. I'm like, yeah, it's at this time. He's like, oh my gosh, so was mine.
Like, wait, where are you and I asked him if he had a layover in Baltimore. He's like, yeah?
So he found us in the airport. We're like on the ground playing.
Yeah, we were playing in Love Letter and Kim Joy.
And so he joined us on the ground. Sorry about that. I made him sit on the ground, and him and both Randy were like dying sitting on the ground. Sorry, guys.
Oh yeah, it hurt. Especially after a long week.
Let's play a stinking game here.
Stop interrupting us, chat.
Yeah, guys.
Kim Joy's Magic Bakery. It is a cooperative baking card game.
Which I normally hate, but I love this one.
So this game has a bunch of scenarios, or scenarios.
We say scenarios in this house. So
there are 10 scenarios in this game. What is this? I don't remember this.
Really?
The Perfect Cake. Oh, that must be like a bone or something. I didn't even know that was existed. Anyway, so we've played 2 scenarios thus far. Each one has like a little slightly different rule set. For instance, the first one here is you lay a card down on here, and these are the. I should probably show that.
Oh gosh.
I should probably. Should I show it? Should I show it, everybody?
Should I show it?
So it covered these layers. So these layers are always out, and it would cover these, and you had these actions to move them so you could access layers, which allow you to fulfill customer orders. One of these was these mice made everything face down all the time, so it just made it harder to acquire the ingredient cards that you wanted. So this next one we have here is the fox has picked the locks. Fox and locks rhymes, even though they don't have the same last word.
Super clever.
So the setup: remove all the eggs. So that's what we did. Eggs is one of the ingredients. Removed all the eggs and set them to the side. And then as a special action, you could trade any matching pair of cards to get an egg from the stash.
That seems really hard.
Well, I think we're up for the challenge. All right, so that is that one, this scenario. So to get 3 stars, so that's how they rate these things. 3 stars is 1, or 3 customers is 1 star. 4 customers is 2. 5 customers is 3 stars, which is the maximum you get. Anything more than 5, which we did 7 out of 8 customers.
Oh.
On one.
Gosh.
And
gosh, we're good.
I was feeling pretty good.
I actually did not know that. You know what? There's
actually only 7 customers that come out, but one of them counted as 2. So we did 6 of the 7 cards, which equated to 7. The showstopper, yes.
If you guys don't know, by the way, Kim Joy, she was a contestant on the Great British Bake Off, which if you haven't watched that show, what are you doing? Why? Go watch it. It's the most relaxing, amazing thing ever. I think she won the show, but the point is when I know Leon.
Yes, Leon.
When they interviewed the contestants of Great British Bake Off, she's like, yeah, I'm a gamer. And like, you could sense the entire board game community going, wait, what? And we all kind of like, what? And she's got games all behind her, and she's really into like crafting these little anime creatures out of like fondant and stuff like that. And so she actually so she's a gamer and a baker. She helped
like develop it, I think, right?
Yeah.
Well, her name's on it, nonetheless.
But it's really clever because these are things that you have to make to put out cakes for customers, and it's just the way she does it. I'm like,
Leon, you can tell Ellen is enjoying this co-op. Can you believe it? Oh, real quick, pause. Does everybody like my shirt?
I read the rules.
It's a new shirt. I bought it. I came across it when I was buying Ellen shirts for her birthday.
My birthday was 2 days ago. Guess how old I am? Quiz. Is that her real name or rap name? Okay, let's play.
Yep, so to play, so we first start with 3 ingredients each. So Ellen, why don't you go ahead and grab 3 ingredients. 1, 2, 3 ingredients. Okay. There's also 5 ingredients that you can pick from.
I'm so scared. I'm so nervous.
From the row here.
These come up face up now. That was a different challenge.
That was a different challenge. Okay. This challenge is we have to discard a pair of things to get eggs. Mm-hmm. All right, so there's no eggs in this deck. There's only eggs over here in this scenario. Mm-hmm. So on your turn, so we're playing a 2-player game, so you have 3 actions.
Thanks, Gatorade.
So 2 and 3-player games have 3 actions, and 4 and 5-player games have 2 actions. And the actions that you can do, they have a little cheat sheet, just like any good game does. You can take 1 card from the pantry, so I can just take 1 card. It's an action. I can pass a card to another player. Ellen, look at this. Comes from my screen to your screen.
Oh, that's so cool.
My screen, your screen.
It's also really close to my face.
We all screen for ice cream.
September birthdays are the best. It's your birthday, right, Matt? Didn't I wish you happy birthday on Facebook?
I don't know. The other thing you do is bake a layer. So you discard the appropriate cards to bake one of these layers. There are 6 layers. They're always available. And once you make them, you just put it in your hand. Yep. Because you will need those layers to ultimately fulfill customer orders.
I don't remember. Is there a hand limit?
For instance, there's not.
Cool. That's my only question.
So the pastry requires butter and flour. So you discard a butter and flour and you make a pastry layer. The 4th thing you do is fulfill a customer order. So the first customer order we have here is looking for a Swiss roll, in which we need jam and a sponge.
I want a sponge.
So jam and sponge are both layers. Sometimes these customers require just raw ingredients like ganache or fruit or something like that. Because
they're going to make it themselves.
Or chocolate, I should say, and fruit.
Do it themselves.
Because they just want to drizzle on or have it on the side. They also have different numbers. So there's 1s, 2s, and 3s. The higher the number, the harder the customer. And depending on your player count, you will randomly select a number of customers of each number. All right. So there are all sorts of customers out there, and I just randomly picked 4 number 1s, 2 number 2s, and 1 number 3, which is what the ratio is for a 2-player game.
Yep. Right. That
There's also some helpful ducks randomly in the deck. We have not needed to add any more, but basically I think you get 1 per player.
We don't need them ducks, baby.
It's like 1 per player, or I can't remember, 3 or something. You initially seed the deck with a number of these, depending on how many players. I think it's 1 per player. And that goes into the deck, so these are wilds. You get more of those if you stink at the game. We have not stunk at the game yet. So we just have the original ones in the game.
Gatorade was complimenting you on your dynamic... great hand motions.
Oh,
it's very dynamic with the teach. That's hilarious.
The last thing you can do is refresh the pantry. So you can wipe this clean and refill it as an action as well. Yes. So if the pantry gets a little stagnant, you can freshen it up.
That's great.
Thanks.
You know the movie Mission Impossible when they insert stuff in their brain? Or is that Matrix?
That is the Matrix.
Okay, Matrix. If I could have them insert anything into my brain, it would be game rules. I hate listening to them. You did such a good job, and I hate it.
Thank you, Ellen.
Matt, I did wish you happy birthday, so thank me on Facebook.
Yes, Matt, the helpful duck is very helpful.
It is.
Spoiler alert, I have one. I started with one in my hand.
Oh, gosh.
I want to save that for a special occasion. There are a different amount of each one of these ingredients in there. The rarest ingredients is fruit and chocolate, because usually those refer to some kind of extra special thing
Garnish.
that comes up. So there is a little special action. So a lot of these customers will have a little star icon on them. If you spend the extra, well, I guess I could just show it here.
Oh, boy.
Okay, here we go, right away.
Oh, boy.
So cocoa creme donuts. So you need chocolate, creme pat, and sponge. But if you spend an additional chocolate as the garnish, then you get this little blue star thing, and each scenario has what this does. So if you complete this, then the scenario will let you do something. In this instance, is you get an egg. You get to put an egg in your hand.
Oh, that's perfect, because...
Yeah, it's another good way of getting eggs.
Eggs are hard to get.
You're right, eggs are hard to get. All right, Ellen, are you ready to play?
I am.
Would you like to
Nathan's
go
asking
first?
if anyone's announcements or news from Gen Con. He's on a mental health break from Facebook. Excellent idea. I need that
there
too.
There has not been much announced from Gen Con.
But I did see one video today of this guy. Oh my gosh.
Can we see?
Babe.
My mouth is dry again.
You just imploded a little bit. Okay, Twitter is a heaping pile of garbage.
Yeah, Twitter is a trash can.
Loathe it. Oh my gosh, I just don't like social media. I'm done. I hate it. But I do like connecting with you guys. So, anyways.
But I only look at good stuff on Twitter, so therefore I'm not affected.
I thought you never went on Twitter. You said you never use it.
Right, I never use it. And when I do, I only look at good stuff. Here's a little first player token.
Yeah, look at that. It's Kim Joy.
That is Kim Joy when she had her orange hair. I don't think she currently has orange hair.
I don't think so. I think she's brunette at this moment. Some guy posted a video. He's a podcaster. He's got a ton of followers, so I've never heard of him, but he ripped on Gen Con for 30 minutes solid. He ripped on Dice Tower for saying like they weren't trying enough and putting out enough like live content and content in general surrounding what's going on at Gen Con. And I started reading some of the comments back and forth of people being like, that's so rude. And I mean, I think it kind of is.
Sure.
It's specifically because we were just at Dice Tower Retreat. I saw how hard they were working. I talked to individuals about it. They had videos that they made so that they could just post them during Gen Con so they didn't have to so people weren't missing content. That was their main concern, was that people wouldn't have stuff to watch, which is sweet. So yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but there's a fight going on out there.
It's a weird year together, and then Gen Con, I've heard from a few people that I know that went there that it was just nothing like previous Gen Cons. Oh, and maybe it's a fine thing for you or whatever, and that, like it or don't like it, I don't really care. But that's like the biggest reason we didn't go, is we knew it wasn't going to be
I was like,
the Gen Con.
I felt bad because Chris Yee, who's on the Dice Tower, by the way, it was my first time meeting him, so nice. It was his first time going, and he was like, I'm super excited, but I'm a little bummed because he's like, I know it won't be what it
Well, he'll be going to plenty more to come. So.
He will. And then Chrissy says, Man vs. Meeple made some great Gen Con review videos of the different booths. Jeremy Howard was one of the guys who got really upset and saying this feels disrespectful because he's like, we literally filmed so much stuff. We edited that night, stayed up into the wee hours, and then put it out there the next day. So
yeah, I know people are people. Anyway, all right, Ellen, you go first. So you have 3 actions to take.
Okay. Wow.
So we're trying to make some Swiss rolls currently.
All right. So to make jam, you need fruit and sugar.
You do.
So I'm going to do 1 action.
Oh, all right.
2 action.
And the card roll refills right away.
Yep, immediately. 2 action.
Okay, so you're spinning those?
Yeah, I'm going to put jam in my hand.
Sure, jam in your hand.
Jam my hands. All
right.
And what else?
1 action, 2 actions. So you need to make a sponge as well.
Butter,
eggs, flour,
I literally
sugar.
have everything except for the eggs.
How do you get eggs?
Discarding 2 like items.
That's correct.
Or using helpful duck. Nailed it. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Okay. Should we do this so people can see what we have? Oh.
All right.
Sorry, guys. I tried.
What's your third action going to be?
Oh shoot. I'll take butter because I know butter is.
Sugar is the most common ingredient.
Yo, so maybe I do that.
No, you can take butter. You need butter. All right.
Content creators are not your puppets to control.
So.
Yes, we are.
How quickly? Do you have any flour?
You were not supposed to ask me that. Table talk, and yes, I do.
I can ask that.
I have flour.
I'm going to discard 2 sugars. How you look faux fine.
Faux fine?
To get a egg unit.
An egg unit.
And I'm going to...
1 unit of eggs.
Grab a sugar as a second action.
Hi, Valerie Davis.
So, and
I'm
going to grab
so nice of you. You should go back and watch the beginning of our show and you won't be saying that.
As a third action, okay?
You were really
So I grabbed 3 things. So I'm just short flour for the sponge.
Oh.
So maybe you could hand me
I will do such.
That newly
Ready?
jam. But whoa.
Oh.
Now we're at the end of a round.
I was feeling really
So now we
cool.
have to progress the customer row. So you draw a card.
Yes.
New card. If there's something immediately to the right of the deck, you have to move it over and put it in its place.
Ooh, Jaffa
there are
cakes.
3 spaces that it can go. So if you're all filled here, I'm not going to reveal this to spoil, but if you're all filled here and you haven't made any of these acquired any one of these customers, the next one that comes out is going to start discarding cards.
Yep.
So you never want to discard cards because then that's potential customers that you won't be able to fulfill to do the to make sure you get like the 3 stars. So the next thing here, another thing. So it's the Jaffa cakes.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's the same thing, but you need chocolate.
I know, babe.
All right, so your turn.
So I have the jam. I'm gonna do this. Ready?
So for 2 actions, I can make the sponge.
Oh,
which I do have enough action to make the Swiss roll. Okay.
I'm giving him the jam.
Thank you.
Y'all. because then he'll be able to make the thing and make Elephant happy there. So when...
Can we start working on Jaffa cakes, maybe?
Yeah, I can. 2.
Okay, some fruit.
And 3.
3, my lord.
3, my lord.
All
Cool.
Right, that's it, huh?
That felt like a really powerful
All right, so I'm going to spend 1 action to draw a flower. And I'm going to turn in my butter, sugar, eggs, and flour.
That's so cute,
to make
Leon.
a sponge. I now have a sponge and a jam. So that's 2 actions so far. Now my third action is to spend those 2 layers, which can go right back into here because they're all the same. And we have completed...
You should open a bakery.
A customer order. We have made a successful Swiss roll.
Yep.
Probably the best Swiss roll you've ever had.
I need that mouse. I can't not control it. I need to control it.
All right. So that is the end of my turn, which is the end of the round. So again, we put out a new
Leon says the boys,
customer.
when they were little, asked why is mommy upset, and I told them because I didn't give mom chocolate. For years, the boys gave mommy chocolate all the time. She recently just heard the story. Oh. Gosh, I want some chocolate right now.
All right, so we also have chocolate chip scones, which need chocolate and a pastry. So, and that also has a garnish.
Okay, well.
There's been plenty of fruits that have come out.
Okay.
Remember, the garnish lets us get an egg, so we might be able to use eggs, an easy way of getting eggs.
A garnish lets us get an egg?
Yeah, so instead of having to spend a pair of ingredients to get eggs
fruit.
And an action, we would get it free with 1 card. So
okay, hold on. I can make a sponge right now if I discard
this. What about a pastry?
Why don't you want me to do the sponge?
I'm just saying we could possibly do this to get eggs. Because you can't make a sponge without eggs, right?
What do you mean, do this to get eggs? What do you mean?
Well, this garnish lets us take an egg from...
Oh, okay, then do it.
Special rule. Okay, well, I don't have the stuff for it.
Okay, oh, you need me to make a pastry?
I'm just saying maybe we could start working on this, yeah. So you would need a pastry to work on it.
Okay, I was going to start a sponge, but fine. I'll do whatever you need me to do. So
this is a way of getting eggs to make the sponge, right?
Flour and butter gives me a pastry. Done. So that was action 1.
Action 1. We don't have any.
Do you want me to make the jam and I can hand it to you at some point?
You can make the jam. I don't need it right away. I wouldn't waste an action on it quite yet, but you can make that.
I don't need it. I wouldn't waste my time, but you can do it.
I didn't say waste your time.
He doesn't want me to make jam, guys.
I didn't say that.
Fine. I have 1 job on this lousy ship. Okay.
I'm trying not to tell you what to do because you should be making your own decisions.
That's dang straight.
Dang straight.
Okay, so I'm going to put this here because I'm colorblind, and when I hold it like this, it looks... I can't tell. Sugar. Flour. Eggs, butter. I only have 2 things for the sponge. So I should be picking up flour.
Okay.
And I'm going to need eggs.
Well,
which I don't have.
Remember, we can do this to get eggs.
Sure. So that was number 2 action, correct?
Yeah. Do you want me to... I could try to complete... If you give me the pastry, I could probably complete this one this turn.
Alpha Gamer. What? What do you want me to do?
I was saying if you wanted to give me the pastry, I could probably do this. I could use a helpful duck for
I forgot I had pastry. There you go.
Use a helpful duck for the chocolate, although using helpful duck for the eggs might be the best option.
Yeah, I don't have any pears.
We don't have to finish this one this turn because we have another one coming up, so...
Fine, my third action is going to be taking, gosh, I guess...
So this is a lot of, making sure that you're not wasting actions. Don't pass stuff to people unless... you need to use it the next round and things like that.
There is some think about when, because it's all about timing for this game, which is funny because that's what baking is. It's timing. It's
you made the pastry. You have stuff to make the jam at this point?
Yes.
So we need to get eggs somehow.
Josh says, I was never at Gen Con, but my first time at the Dice Tower Retreat was a good experience because the community there was so open and friendly to new players. You are 100% right, Josh.
2.
One of the best gaming communities that I'm a part of. I love it.
3. 3 actions.
It's really a passion for them to make people have fun. Don't forget the pectin, says Gator Dave, for the jam.
That's right.
This is like that video or cooking video game.
All right, so we have to move these over again. So we have to complete an order this turn, otherwise we're done for.
Okay.
We haven't found any chocolate yet.
Nope.
Which is disconcerting. Right. Biscuits. So we need eggs, flour, sugar.
I'm going to get rid of my 2 butters to get eggs. We have to have eggs.
Okay. Do we need the butter for anything else?
Yeah, everything.
Okay.
I can't do all of it in one go. Wait,
well,
wait. Ready? No. 1, because the sugar's a lot of sugar.
Well, I mean,
2,
there's almost as much butter, too. So, I mean, if you want to...
Whatever. 1, 2...
Okay.
Eggs.
Okay.
And 3 will be...
Well, we need to make something this turn. So, you should probably give me the pastry.
3.
Right. Okay.
Sure.
Well...
I don't know.
So I'm going to do 1 for the fruit.
Okay.
Still no chocolate. I am going to do the chocolate chip scones, and I'm going to have to use the chocolate. Well, I'm going to draw one off the deck, right?
Oh, yeah, you can do that.
Just in case I get a chocolate. I did not get a chocolate.
Can't you do that a couple times? Because you have 3.
Well, that was my second action, and I need to complete the order. So I'm going to use the helpful duck as the chocolate. I'm going to use the pastry, and then I'm going to garnish it with some fruit. Alright, so we have completed the chocolate chip scones with a little bit of fruit on top.
That sounds so good. Come on.
So since we did the garnish, we get the special action of take an egg from the fox's stash. So we never have another egg in the rotation.
Cool,
we
have
have
egg
2 completed customers. Ellen.
Yes.
We have to complete a customer order.
I'm thinking about it. Just let me think about it.
We don't have any chocolate, so these are going to be difficult.
Okay, listen to what I'm going to do. Are you ready? Are you ready?
I'm not really ready because I'm pretty nervous that we're not going to be able to do anything
well, just
here.
hear me out. I'm going to build a sponge and give it to you.
But we don't have the chocolate to complete that.
But because I can also draw up, so I could get a chocolate.
Do you want to risk drawing on the chocolate?
I would like to risk it.
I think we should maybe make the shortbread cookies. I have enough stuff to make a biscuit, which would be 1 action. I need 2 actions to complete the thingy. So, as long as you can make some icing.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
Yep.
Excellent choice. Excellent choice.
The duck has been melted down for his chocolate-like properties. He will be missed.
He is brown.
Disgusting.
He happens to be brown, so I don't know if that's any indication.
Disgusting.
Sugar, flour, eggs.
I'm not going to show you what I have because you're taking over my
I'm
kitchen.
not looking at your cards at all, actually. To make a biscuit. I'm saying that was the only thing I knew that we could make because we haven't seen any chocolate yet.
But I take longer to get there than you, so you have to let me think about it.
You can think all you want. Alright, so I did 1. We have the stuff for it, so that's for 2. We can make the shortbread biscuits. The shortbread biscuits.
Oh my gosh.
So that's my second action. My third action.
I do want to watch the show.
Should I clear the row to try to get some chocolates up here?
Clear the friggin' row.
Or are we going to need some of this flour? I hate to have 3 flowers.
I have 1 thing of flour.
I'm going to use my third action to grab a flour.
What? Okay, I'll wipe then. Okay. Is that what you were hoping I'd say?
Maybe.
Is that what you were going to tell me to do?
I wasn't going to tell you to do anything.
Okay, ready? 1.
Well, first of all, we have to do this.
Okay, flip it over.
Well, maybe we'll want something from there. Look at this. All this crap needs chocolate. Okay, you want to wipe it?
Quack.
Wipe it. Wipe it.
I do. Tell me what to do. I feel like this is
Come on, chocolate.
Hell's Kitchen right now. This is not...
Come on, chocolate. Come on, chocolate. Come on, chocolate.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, chocolate. Yay.
Your annoying thing worked.
Thank you. Oh, you have completed 1.
I got my tattoo touched
action.
up 4 days ago, and I took the wrapping off, and look how, first of all, how amazing. Look, it's nice and dark now. Look at that. But it is
fantastic.
itching. It is itching so bad right now.
His files were executed.
Is Randy more like Paul Hollywood or Prue?
More like Paul.
Paul, 100%. I'm like Chef Gordon Ramsay, except I don't cook.
Wait, Prue is the rock star guy? No,
Prue is the lady.
Prue's the main. Prue's the main.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. No, of those two, I'm definitely more like Paul.
You guys, my dad looks exactly like Paul Hollywood. It's bizarre.
Bizarre.
It's crazy. That is what my dad looks like.
So we need to make another one of these, otherwise we're going to lose another customer.
Okay, let me think about what I want to do.
Okay.
What should I do? Hold on, don't talk to me. Don't say words. I'm going to try to make a sponge. Do you have a sponge? You do not.
I don't.
You know exactly what I have at all times.
Well, let's look at what's easiest here, right? So this is a level 2 customer. This is the easiest one to make.
But this is going to go away, isn't it?
Yeah. We're not going to be able to finish all of these. There's no way.
Okay. Wow. Faith in us. Eggs, flour, sugar. I want to make that. Eggs, flour, sugar. So 1, 2,
biscuit.
3,
what?
4. No, just kidding. 3.
3 to give me the biscuit? Why do I need the biscuit?
Because you're going to make icing.
Oh, for this? The pistachio ganache macaroons?
Oh, yeah. So get the chocolate, make it, and get her done.
Hey, Ellen.
Look at me telling you what to do.
Ellen, Alpha Gamer!
This is what it feels like, huh?
You know what I'm going to do in my turn?
People around?
I'm going to wipe the row and take away all the chocolates. Because nobody can have chocolates. It's too late. It's past your bedtime. Ellen, should I grab the chocolate?
Yes.
1 action. Hopeful duck. Ching.
Gosh.
This is going to be great. All right,
guys,
so
I'm
we're
going to watch the show. This is inspiring.
2 actions. We're going to do the macaroon.
The Christmas edition Great British Bake Off is
pistachio
to die for.
Macaroon.
Sorry if I just blew
So that's 2. And then what should I do for my 3rd action?
Why don't you...
Let's see here. What do I have?
Get over it.
What can I make? So we need some sponge.
I have butter. Is that helpful?
I have butter, sugar,
I also have
flour.
fruit.
We need eggs. So I'm gonna take the helpful duck for my 3rd action because we can use him for some eggs. We'll scramble Mr. Duck for some eggs.
Oh, another chocolate. Look at you.
There we go. Now we have all of our customers out. So what do you ask? What happens after this? After this round's over? Well, you would start discarding them sideways.
This
like
is the more voices I've seen Randy do in the last 5 minutes and all the previous streams combined. Absolutely. Randy loves baking.
The thing here is, I think these. How does it go again?
Gosh.
If we do one, she scoots over, right? Isn't that how that works?
I have no idea.
I don't remember. Yeah, because they don't all scoot over. It's just you. Okay. It's like you're flipping it and then they scoot over. So we just have to finish at least one of these peeps.
Okay.
All right. Ellen.
What? It's your turn.
Alpha Gamer.
Is it your turn? You already went?
Yeah.
Oh, what the?
Well, we're starting a new round.
So there's no way.
That one's really hard to make.
There's no way. Empire Biscuit. What a snob. Cute though. Do you have anything for this? Next turn?
So I have eggs, flour, sugar, butter. I can make a sponge.
You can make a sponge.
Yep.
I could
icing, sugar, butter.
Yeah, because I can't do both things. Let's try to do this. I have butter, so I'll grab... Oh, no, there's no sugar out here.
I don't have any chocolate.
I don't either. What about if I go 1, 2, clear the row, 3?
Interesting. Do we need... I mean, we don't need the garnish, per se.
But it's more points.
So you could just do... It's not more points. It's just that you get eggs into your hand.
Oh, that's right.
But nothing here is really requiring eggs.
Okay, so...
I mean, the chances of us getting all these is pretty slim. We would need eggs for the biscuit, but I'm not sure that's going to happen.
This game is making me want to bake something. It might. know, Chrissy. Guys, there was one time when I first started watching the show.
I would probably grab just 1 chocolate.
I made a bundt cake, and
I'll grab 2 chocolates.
All of it myself, and I said, "Oh, I'm never baking again," and I don't.
Wait, you need to make...
So it's Christmas time.
You need to make...
Randy's in this game right now.
You need to make icing. If we don't make icing this turn, we're screwed.
Well, what I was going to do is clear, put everything out.
So have you taken any actions yet?
No.
Okay, so maybe just take the 1 chocolate. And just to see what comes up. Well, see what comes up first. You always like to wipe stuff before you see what comes out. There you go. There you go. Oh now you got it.
I'm going to punch you in the spleen. I'm having a really... Maybe I don't like this game. Alex was the buffer.
Sugar. That's a good. We need sugar.
What to do?
How many actions have you done? 2?
Flat as mustache. 2 actions, babe. I've done 2 actions.
Okay. Well,
what should I do?
So the problem here is We're going to lose a customer. We're definitely going to lose Jaffa Cakes.
Okay, he's gone. Consider him dead. He's dead to me.
He's dead to me. So that means we have one more turn to make icing, because we're not going to be able to make icing
then
and
fine,
sponge
sugar.
this turn.
3, go.
Okay, so you're going to try to make icing
Yep,
next.
that's what I'm going to do.
Right. So, should I use a helpful duck? Well, we have chocolate.
Should I use the helpful duck?
Should I use I'm going to use a helpful duck to make a sponge for 1.
Oh my gosh.
1 action to make a sponge. Then we need some icing. I could grab 2 butters and then make an eggs next turn.
Butters? To
try to get ready for the Empire biscuit. Oh, we're going to do the fondant fancies. Yeah. So you have... are you going to be able to make icing right away on your turn?
Yes, babe.
And you have chocolate,
the icing
right?
queen. Yep.
All right, so I'm going to do this for 2.
Wait, do I have chocolate? Yeah, because you made me take one. Yep.
I made you take one.
Yep.
There you go. So now I want to start working on getting this stuff.
How much do you, meaning
fruit.
everyone included in chat, bake for the holidays? Each family member here makes 2 to 3 batches of desserts, cookies, and then bakes, and then make baskets for the neighbors out of them. That's so cute. Tough. I make my neighbors a platter of cookies every year. I did it a couple years and I felt guilty stopping. So to this day,
right, so these goes away.
Even though we don't really talk that much, they're getting some dang cookies.
And these come over. All right.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Go free.
What am I doing?
I don't know.
Wait, don't tell me what I'm doing.
Okay.
That icing.
Sure.
So that was 1 action to do all that? Yeah, 1, 2. I'm baking this.
Okay. We have fulfilled 5 customer orders, so we already have 3 stars. Now we're just trying to get an extra one if we can.
Do you need anything?
We gotta do I would do the garnish so we can pick up some eggs with our special event.
Some eggs.
Okay. Do you have a 3rd action, or was that your...
That was it.
What was?
Or I was gonna give you something for 3. I have eggs and fruit.
Oh, you do have fruit.
Yeah.
Oh, we need 2 fruits though. We need another fruit. It's gonna be tough.
Well, I don't think there's any darn way.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You could clear the road.
Well, can you make jam? Can't make jam. Can you make a biscuit?
Nope.
Can you work towards getting a biscuit?
Yep. I just need flour and sugar.
All right. Well, at least get a flour then.
Yes, Captain.
So you're gonna try to make the biscuit. You have fruit, but we need more fruit. I need butter and sugar, so I need sugar. We don't need any more eggs because you have eggs, right?
I have 1 egg card.
So I'm gonna wipe this for a...
I grew up with a neighbor that made fudge for all the neighborhoods for Christmas. Okay, sounds good. We can never tell her that we all hated her fudge, and fudge in general, I guess. Oh, that's so heartbreaking.
A fruit and a sugar. So that's
I hope she's not watching.
That's my 3rd action.
What do we make for Christmas, Randy?
I think we can shuffle these, right?
Sugar cookies, and it's usually the most dreaded one because me and my boys frost them and decorate them. And I know it's bad that I dread that, but it is a mess. Just sugar and icing and gummies, and not gummies, jimmies everywhere. So that one I'm always just like, oh, I save it till the last.
Shuffle everything.
Russian tea cakes are some of my absolute favorite Christmas cookie of all time. So we make those. Peanut butter balls, pfeffernusse. A handful of pfeffernusse with a cup of coffee.
Isn't it? Isn't it like some other pfeffer something?
Yeah, there was like a whole
called
talk.
Pfeffernusse, but there's like pfeffernusse usually has like the more jelly stuff in the middle, but like different people make pfeffernusse different ways.
With like powdered sugar on it.
But I think different countries make peffernusse slightly differently too. I can't remember.
So the recipe we do is one that my aunt kind of changed, and they're tiny little molassesy, aniseed, crunchy, like bite-sized cookies, and you just take a handful of them and eat them with coffee. It's magic. Peanut butter pretzels. No, chocolate pretzels. And one more thing. What's the last thing we make?
Peanut butter balls?
I said that? Oh, I think peanut butter kiss cookies. So not super Christmassy, but like that's what I do every year. Maybe I just need to think outside the box. But I'm comfortable in that.
All right, so do you think we'll be able to make an Empire biscuit? I don't think so.
Oh, gosh.
I don't think there's any bloody way we're going to be able to do it.
No bloody way?
So I can make jam for 1 action.
I can make the biscuit. And I have fruit.
I need you to give me the fruit.
Okay, here we go. Ready? 1.
Okay. So you need to make icing.
2.
Yeah, we're not going to have enough.
Why did I feel really good about this then? Wait, why did I take that?
I don't know. We need butter and sugar.
Oh, yeah, for a biscuit. I need flour. Oh, yeah, sugar.
Okay, 3.
Can you get this from me? These are all gone.
I don't think so. It says only that you can give it. So we're going to be just short.
Dang it.
1, 2.
Is this game even in focus? It looks...
3.
I can't really see the artwork even.
Yeah, so 3. That took me 3 actions. I wouldn't have been able... Even if you could get me the biscuit, I wouldn't have had the actions to do it.
Oh, dang it. So sorry.
But we did complete 5 customer orders, which is all we needed to do, which is 3 stars. Mm-hmm. We're perfect through scenario 3.
That's it, guys. That's the game.
That's it. What's the next scenario?
It's like not that big of a deal.
Scenario is Unicornucopia. Unicornucopia. So the special rule for the next scenario is when you take an ingredient from the pantry, so remember that's the middle row, you must place it into another player's hand. So you're actually picking ingredients for other players. That's interesting.
But, I mean, we do that anyways. You're like telling me what I should take because we're gonna make whatever. It's like the same thing. Is it like a blind thing? Like you can't see what they're getting?
Timing wise, it's definitely different.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I guess so.
And then the special event action, if you do the garnishes, is draw 2 random ingredients from the pantry deck and give them to another player. This one requires 6 completed customers to get 3 stars.
Oh my gosh.
Now we've gotten 6 almost every time, but...
Because we're just that good, y'all.
Some of these...
Hi, Aaron.
Time to bake the perfect cake, you need 10 customers?
10?
I don't even know that's possible. There must be like special things or something.
Oh my gosh, I gotta watch a show tonight. Oh my gosh, this is what I'm gonna do. Fluffy pajamas, a bowl of ice cream, or cereal, probably cereal, and this show. I'm so excited right now.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Early bed for me tonight. Have fun, everyone. Bye, Kirby's. Bye, Chrissy. That's from Board Game Dads. Thank you so much for being here. Get a good night's sleep.
Goodbye.
Sleep sounds incredible to me. I have not caught up on it since we got home from the retreat. I'm telling you. It's insane. Okay, Leon says...
Yeah, we were planning on playing like 2 rounds of this, but
he's got so
a
much
lot of work to do.
And actually, I almost didn't come on tonight, do a live thing, just because of how exhausted. Like, we just have a lot to do. It's just life. Whatever. We're in a really freakish season right now. But I wanted to see you guys.
I know.
I wanted to hang out.
We've not been on for quite some time.
I know. So. Make homemade, made candy canes. Oh, make homemade candy canes. Shape them into the form of spoons and dip them in chocolate. Wait, make homemade candy canes? How do you make a homemade candy cane?
The same way you make any candies.
You know, my mom used to make candy. But I've never done that. I've always made just a cookie.
I've made candies before. And
maybe this year I'll make something really
different.
what's
really good? They have candy cane cookies that are pretty cool where you like wrap them together.
Oh yeah,
your sister they're like red and yellow.
It's dough. It's red and white dough.
Yeah.
And you twist
one of them's like a peppermint
and then you shape it.
Flavor.
Yeah.
To simulate the candy cane flavoring.
To simulate the candy cane flavoring.
Yeah, you didn't tell me to go to the...
I feel like an idiot.
To the big screen.
My mother always makes... Why am I talking to my mom so much tonight?
I don't know. You must have mommy issues.
She takes candy canes and puts them in Ziploc bags, gets the tenderizer, and bam! Bams them up. Crumbs, sprinkles them in a pan, white chocolate melted, pours all over, freeze it.
The peppermint bark?
Break it. Eat it. It is
peppermint
to die for. It's just peppermint bark. It's really the most average thing. But I'm going to make that.
That's good.
Because I'm average and I love average food.
Smash that like button. That's right.
Smash it.
Yeah, you know what? I forgot. I was going to ask people to update me on the Packer game, and I completely forgot.
Shoot.
Let's see what they've been playing for about an hour.
I'm a fair weather fan who's here for the food.
Let's see what the Packers.
Good night, Chrissy. Oh, you were saying good night to Board Game Dads.
21-17. Packers are winning midway through the 3rd quarter.
We're midway through the 3rd quarter. Are you sad you're missing this? Or do you not really care?
Yeah, I like watching the Packers football club play the game of American football. on the old gridiron.
No,
I really enjoy
those commercials.
I really enjoy watching the Packers games.
You know what?
We missed the first one because we were in Florida.
I think I do. Some days I'm really in the mood for it. What?
I barely had a cough, tiny one, and apparently I tried to like stop it.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. I thought she stopped at the candy cane meth step.
So you like crack meth is like cooked, and it's like blue. You usually do it in trays and you crack it into pieces.
Christmas meth every year.
With a peppermint flavor for the holidays.
I'm sorry, I'm in such a weird mood. Oh, worth missing, says
And
Beyond
if the Packers lose against the flippin' Lions...
You didn't miss much. Everyone's like,
I quit the Packers organization.
Okay, I do want to put this out there. I'm putting it out there.
Putting it out there.
So the convention that I was talking about... if any of you watching in the chat are like local-ish or like within an hour or a couple hours and you're like, I want to go to this convention.
Yes.
Tonight, one of the things on the agenda at the board meeting that I was totally paying attention to, no, I was getting people to help volunteer for things, running a game, registration, making sure that the people who are running games have all they need, answering questions, handing out badges. So if any one of you guys, or multiple guys, gals, whatevs, end up coming and you're like, I want to like be a part of it, we're trying to work out like compensation type things. Like they're talking about maybe shirts, maybe food, maybe raffle tickets.
Yeah,
there's a whole bunch of ideas
out,
on the
obviously
table.
a fair compensation or whatever, but
yes.
yeah.
So, I don't know,
but yeah, it is next year
September.
September. Yep.
16th and 17th.
They're limiting it to like right around 300 or so people. I would doubt that we'll get to 300 on the first year that it comes around. But then again, there are plenty of gamers in the southeastern Wisconsin area, and people are always looking for a place to play games.
I mean, our game group alone has got how many people in it? Like a ton. 1 ton.
Oh, like who comes regularly? We have like 10 to 12 people on a regular. Well, we have about 10.
And that's our house alone. Like
we have about 10 people on a regular basis.
Yeah. If so seriously, put me down for teaching 3 games. Wait, what? I wish I was local too. I don't have any local cool couples. I know, Nathan.
But yeah, if you're ever in the Milwaukee area, it's specifically in Brookfield, please join us.
Oh, Chrissy wants to volunteer. I'm like, I said I can volunteer wherever, but Randy and I are like, I don't know, local celebrity guests or whatever. So they're like, we want to put you guys in like
I hate hearing
a not working. I know, it gets so cringy. I'm like, I don't know what to say to that. We're schmucks. Schmucks from Wacky Shack. So it's funny. But I was like, I'll do anything. I think working registration would be awesome. Like greeting people as they come in.
Well, I think that like kind of the initial registration, we could probably be there. And
yeah, it'd be awesome. I love greeting people.
But yeah, it should be fun.
You're the hype.
We have a number of local conventions in the area, and this will be another one. So every convention that they have in the area is usually pretty full.
Yeah, and the convention center is brand new. Just finished. Yeah. And it is beautiful. I'm so excited. It's going to be really cool. Gator Dave said, if I still live in Chicago, I'd be there in a second.
Well why don't you visit Chicago and then come up north?
Did you hear us? We both went, well,
now.
Valerie Davis
You're
says,
always welcome
I'd be down.
in
I'll have to watch the
Wisconsin.
beginning of the video. Sounds fun. What? I totally missed that. I'll be down. I'd be down. I can't read. Take over.
I'm in Virginia. So far, I just played the Golden Ticket game this weekend, and it was so fun and easy. Will you play that game? I don't know that game, but I would pretty much play anything.
Play anything. As long as it's not Fog of Love. Never will you get me to play that game. And Lord of the Rings, Journey into Middle-earth.
I'm playing it solo. Forget you.
Anyways, okay, so that's pretty much that. So I'm going to... Stop it. I'm going to post... I posted on my personal page already if you want to watch the official announcement video that Randy made, and you'll hear a preview.
Yeah, apparently I grabbed the wrong clip.
Yeah.
And it was like a demo version, even though I own the full version, so I grabbed it from like the wrong
It's super quiet, but go listen to it.
Or something.
Preview. I was like, who the heck is that?
So I have to fix that now.
Go watch that announcement video, though, on my personal Facebook page, and Randy made that video. It's so cute. I helped you.
Yeah.
I gave him opinions. Mm-hmm. So, all right, guys.
Oh, Willy Wonka theme. Okay, so it is Willy Wonka. That makes sense.
Yeah, I saw a post about it.
Yeah, I would probably play that. Yeah, why not?
Nathan says y'all should play Fog of War. Absolutely not.
I don't think I will ever play that.
There's no...
Adios, Giver Dave. And adios to all of our chat friends out there. Thank you again for joining us.
Yeah.
We should be back again next week, right?
Yeah.
What are we playing? We've been wanting to play Circadians. We might play Journeys to Middle Earth with Luke the Schmook at some point.
Yep. Jackson wants to go.
What were some of the other games we want to play? Oh, we could play Gartenbau at some point.
Oh, we should do that. Oh! Giveaway.
Oh, that's right. A giveaway.
We are so ridiculous right now.
So we haven't posted on it yet.
No.
But it should be in 2 weeks' time. So not this coming Monday, but the Monday after, we will be giving away, is it over there? A deluxe copy of Moonshine Empire, which just dropped the backers from Kickstarter. So we have a unopened deluxe copy. A deluxe copy in the sky. Moonshine Empire. So it's a game about, it's a funny game. It's silly.
Yes,
it's a little crazy, but it's not like too crazy. It's not like super random or anything. And you are moonshiners.
Yep.
And you're basically trying to...
You're trying to just make
to distill your moonshine.
To the middle of the swamp, which is
where...
And
then sell it to Pappy's cabin.
Yeah, Pappy's cabin.
And so
there's alligators.
Yeah, there's like alligators, and there's little there's people that you can like find in the swamp and stuff like that. And then it's got like these different vehicles. So there's got like ATVs, Jeeps, hovercraft, or like whatever those what are they called?
Like those boat thingies.
Yeah, why can't I think of it? Hover something.
Airboats.
Yeah, they're like an airboat, like a swamp boat kind of a thing.
Swamp boat.
I can't remember like the official name.
It's a
airboat. Okay.
Pick up and deliver game, and you can like jump out of cars, and if someone abandons their truck that they were using, you can like jump into their truck and carry on like with your moonshine.
Yep,
it's good.
So details will come, but it's just like our last giveaway, present to win during the live stream. And like I said, it should be in 2 weeks. We'll officially drop the announcement here, which will have the exact date for sure.
Swamp boat.
But we're planning on 2 weeks at this point.
Shrimp boat.
And there's it's just really it's a really fun game actually.
Fun game.
I had a lot of fun with this one. It's silly without being like crazy or dumb. Yeah, exactly.
Like silly's great, but when it's like not fun because you're just stupid.
Boat.
But this is a good one.
So there you go.
That's it. Let's cancel this thing.
Boom. All right, guys. We will see you on the next one. For real this time. Oh, we're back again because I forgot to stop streaming. Because I was typing.
Oh! Are you serious?
So as I'm at it, I'll just write it out. 1, 2, 4 players.
What the flip is happening?
Well, I was trying to type it in time before. Because I wanted to type this because if I stop it.